Okay, here we go. Let's try this again, shall we?
I'm already into the 420, damn it!
So what are you doing? Nothing? Why not?
Trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.
You like music, you like weed, well, we gonna be good friends indeed. This is how much I like more than smoking trees. They'll make you dance the do-si-do and teach you how the chiba grows. Smoke a bowl on the 420 radio show. On Lifestyle Radio.
I was gonna.
Oh, hey, I wasn't muted.
I was. You didn't say anything, anyways. I was going to say Goonie Goo Goo, but I've been told that that's not actually a favorable thing to say.
What? Goonie Goo Goo?
Yeah, it was very derogatory or something like that, but I can't remember why.
To who?
I don't know. Cheech or Chong or somebody.
Goonie Goo Goo.
Goonie Goo Goo. Where's that from? Come on, Lenny. You're the movie buff.
I don't know. I remember hearing it.
So did you guys...
I'm looking up to see what it means.
Okay.
And it was Eddie Murphy in Delirious.
Oh, okay. That's probably why.
It is.
Goonie Goo Goo. Has any of you guys started Ozark yet? I'm already halfway through the season.
No, I didn't really like it.
Really? Oh, I love it. I just been riveted. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning and started watching it. There's only 7 episodes, though, so far. This is the 420 radio show, by the way, and we're on Twitch for the first time. Hello, Twitch.
What is Twitch?
I don't know. We're going to find out this evening. I have no flipping idea.
Oh, it is Twitch. That's what I said.
I know. I know you did, but I really don't know what Twitch is. No, I didn't get an answer when you posted it.
Yeah, well. Darcy, what are you trimming?
Oh, I'm on mute. Right on. How in the fuck did that get back over there?
What?
I'm pissed.
Sarcy?
Yeah, I fixed that and it went back. Anyways, I'm trimming Blackberry Hammer and some God's Toxic.
And tell us about those strains.
They're both Jordan of the Island strains. They're collaborations that he did with two different growers.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Clipping it down real good there, aren't you?
Oh, I always do.
I don't
like smoking leaf. Marcel knows that.
I'm having some original stash hybrid and some Afghani black hash that I picked up, also from the legal store, from Vortex. And I've not heard of Vortex before, but you know what? I got it yesterday, and I've had 3 hash naps since I got it, so it's working.
3 hash naps. Nice.
What are you smoking, Len? Oh, Len's not smoking. Never mind.
I'm not smoking nothing tonight, actually. Not even going to eat anything tonight.
Marshmallow?
Are you broken?
No. I just take a day off. Actually, we'll see. I might have a capsule.
What are you smoking, Mary Jane?
Nothing yet.
She didn't know she was here.
Nothing yet. Wait, what is it? Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper.
I'm smoking oil and hash and eating gummies and chocolates. How's that?
I would like some chocolates. I had a chocolate craving. I had a craving for a strawberry Danish this morning. I ended up with a McDonald's shake.
Ew.
I have mint chocolates and orange chocolates.
Oh,
I love orange chocolates. Remember when
orange chocolate at the same time is really good.
Somebody is like moving shit and creating major noise in my head. Remember when those orange chocolates came out, where you smash them on the table or throw them on the floor?
Yeah,
Terry's chocolate orange.
Hi, Marie. Yeah, they're great. Terry's. They're fucking
Well, the
awesome.
ones that I make are like that, except they're slightly infused.
Are they slightly sectioned as well?
Well, they're all individual pieces,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm not making them fucking oranges. No.
Okay. I thought you were making
Come on,
the oranges.
Marcel.
Come on, man. You're a little fucking.
Yeah, I'm a pass on that. That'd just be a pain in the ass to do.
What are you smoking, Dale?
I get some Darcy's hash, actually.
Oh God. Hey, listen, we were talking about Darcy today.
Oh, what?
We were talking about Darcy today. I'm not talking to you. I'm
fuck.
talking about you. So
No,
shut
he's
up.
not talking about you. Shut up, Dale.
But no, we were talking about Darcy's hash making skills. And I have to say that over the last couple of years, Darcy's hash making skills have improved amazingly. Because at one time,
there they go.
there was something with Darcy's hash that I just couldn't understand what it was. And I don't know where it went, but I'm glad it's gone.
You didn't like it?
I can tell you what it was. I can tell you what it was.
I don't know, it tastes like fucking fabric softener.
Yep. It's called don't grab a towel out of the closet and use it to squeeze water out of your hash.
I fucking knew that's what was happening.
And take your hash and when you use your towel, just wash it in water when you wash it. And let it air dry. Don't dry it in the dryer.
Uh-oh. We lost our Mary Jane.
That-
Somebody dropped their baggie again.
That way there, your hash won't taste like that.
Every time somebody drops their baggie, Mary Jane leaves. Sorry, Darcy, go ahead.
This is cool.
Yeah, no, that's one big thing right there.
You got a ticker.
You were right.
Kelly's smoking purple Urkel.
Yeah, we can show what people are saying. Hi, Kelly. Kelly's been listening to us for a long, long time.
Oh, it's just cool. First time I've seen it. The StreamYard's kind of cool.
And there's another one as well that has the same kind of toys, but they don't have the backgrounds, they don't have the banners and things like that. It's a little bit cheaper. That's probably why, but it's pretty much the same interface. And I can't remember Stream. It's another Stream something. I can't remember what it is. But this is StreamYard. Yeah.
A friend of mine's doing her first mushrooms tonight, and she keeps texting me this. That's why I keep.
Oh, please tell us what she's saying if it's funny.
Oh, tell her to listen to the show.
Yeah, here, tell her to listen to the show, and I will do this.
We can walk her through it.
She only did 500 milligrams. She'll be fine.
Mary Jane. Well, she's not back yet. God damn it.
No, she left.
Anyways, that video she shared today.
Tell her to watch the show,
hilarious.
Is that the life preserver?
No, that's the one where the girl was in the dentist chair and she was all anesthetic up.
Oh,
that was hilarious.
That was awesome.
You got to watch it.
Oh, that one. I have it. I have it. Do you want to watch it? We can watch it. I'll pull it up.
I thought you were talking about Marcel's TikTok or.
No, the one that MJ shared this morning was
fucking hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna get
TikTok.
it.
Didn't you say life preserver, the guy in the swimming pool? That wasn't you.
No. Life preserver and a guy in a swimming pool. Oh yeah, yeah.
That was the best fucking thing I've watched in probably 2 years.
Oh, no, you have to see this one.
Hang on.
All right, here we go.
You guys should play this at break or play this tonight, guys.
I've got this here set up. Can you see it? All right. Look at my video, man. All right, here we go.
When can I smoke weed again?
Sophia, stop.
So that's actually a good question.
Poor parents.
If you can, what I don't want you to get is a dry socket.
Yeah.
I
just
want
to
not an infection.
smoke.
And
Can I take edibles?
better than smoking.
That's
You need to
lit.
try to avoid smoking for about a week.
Oh, wait. What about vaping, though?
Anything that's going to cause any sucking.
Jesus Christ. I can't suck dick either.
Sophia! Jesus. Shut up.
Oh yeah, I'm getting all this on YouTube. Go all of this when we get in the car. Oh, don't turn into a crier. You're not depressed.
Oh wait, hold on a sec. Hold on.
Please stop.
Okay, hold on a second here. I didn't pull it up right. I'm still learning. All
You
right.
pull it up like that?
Yeah, you got it, Marcel?
I just pulled it up. You're going to have to restart it now.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, here we go.
When can I smoke weed again?
Sophia, stop.
So that's actually a good question. If you can, what I don't want you to get is a dry socket.
Yeah.
I
Those are
just
painful.
want
It's not an
to
infection.
smoke.
And it'll
Can I take edibles?
better than smoking.
That's
You need to
lit.
try to avoid smoking for about a week.
Oh, wait. What about vaping, though?
Anything that's going to cause any sucking.
Jesus Christ. I can't suck dick either.
Sophia! Jesus. Shut up. Oh yeah, I'm getting all this on YouTube. Go all of this when we get in the car. Oh, don't turn into a crier. You're not depressed.
I can't suck dick, Mom.
Look what I got. Please stop. Please stop.
I will.
Yeah. That brightened up my morning. Where did Mary Jane go? Her computer
Not
must
quite
have
sure.
restarted again.
Her kids are using the internet?
Maybe. That's what it is. She forgot to kick them off. Oh, well. She'll be back. So, what's the hacienda, as Hillary said earlier? You said you had some stuff to talk about, Marcel.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find everybody again here because I've got so many tabs open. And my computer's fighting with me.
Uh-oh. Time
I'll
for a
find
new
something.
computer.
No, it is new.
I know, that's the new one. So,
See, that is a perfect example of why drugs are bad.
the dead air.
Why? How that?
Well, that poor girl, I mean, I'm pretty sure she normally wouldn't want her mom to know about how much pot she uses and how much dick she sucks. But hey, you never know. I mean, she might be just quite open. Oh, there we go. I was looking for this to share.
What are we sharing?
Our show,
Oh.
you know,
Oh!
so people can
I
tune
ha-
in and listen and
Yeah, I haven't even been on.
hear words of wisdom.
I want to
Facebook.
watch your fucking that swimming pool video again.
Do you want to watch that now?
Is everyone seeing it?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
It is COVID related, but it's fucking awesome.
We'll just yap away while Darcy is trimming.
Share it, Marcel, for all the listeners that haven't seen it. It's so fucking good. The two characters that did it were genius.
I gotta find it again now.
Oh, God. Here we go. It's the Finding Stuff on the Internet show. Welcome.
No, because I gotta go here first, and then I gotta share that screen.
Here, I'll share it while you're there. Is this the one that
No,
you
it's
wanted?
not that screen.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's for later.
Yeah, let me stop sharing here. Turn that one off. Share another tab.
Well, let's say rest in peace to Meatloaf and also
Oh,
Louis.
yeah.
To Louis. We lost Louis Anderson. Although, I'm sorry, I thought he was already dead.
I said the same
I thought he
thing
was
today.
too.
I said the same thing today.
I
It's
thought Louis was already
sad.
dead,
It's
too.
sad. And are you sick of Betty White stuff yet? I'm not.
I kind of was sick of Betty White stuff before she died.
She's helping lots of animals for the time being right now, I guess.
Yeah, but you know what? I follow her on Facebook and on Twitter, and her who was that?
That was me.
her assistant has been given the task of running her social networks now. The state have asked her. And they were talking.
So hold on. So the Betty White account's still tweeting after she died?
Yes,
That's
but
just creepy.
Yeah, it is. But she says first that it's right off the bat that it's her assistant, right? And she's running all her social network stuff.
Create a new account.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I get kind of creeped out every time my sister posts something and it shows up on my mom's wall. So I know that feeling, right? I don't typically tag my mom, but sometimes I do. It's just creepy. I'm just waiting for her to say something.
Frenchie's. Go ahead, Marcel.
I was just going to tell Ed to go ahead and. Oh, hang on. I think I can do it now.
I can do it. There you go. Go ahead. Start it.
So you added it.
I added it.
I just think this is brilliant.
Make it full screen, no, you can. Here, I'll change that. Here, we'll just go like this. There we go.
Oh, that exits full screens. Yeah. That was full screen.
Okay.
What are you doing? You're to do a little swimming. You gotta wear a life jacket or else you can't come in. No, I'm good. Thank you, though. Life jackets are mandatory. Mandatory to wear a life jacket when you swim and when you're not swimming, too. Why? Cases of people getting wet are going through the roof. It's a scary time. Put it on. But that doesn't mean they're drowning. People get wet every day. It's part of life. 0.0001182% of all people drown each year. That's practically everybody. So put on a life jacket. That doesn't make any logical sense. I'm not putting one on. I know how to swim. I've had swimming lessons. Oh, swimming lessons? You think those exist? So what? You just think your body has this natural ability to traverse through water in a way that keeps your head up so you can still breathe? Yeah, it's called swimming. Never heard of it. Flotation devices are backed by science. You don't believe in science? I do. It's just... I know how to swim. You're kind of being racist right now. What? Look how his life jacket is keeping him from drowning. He's just standing in shallow water. Put a life jacket on now. You're putting everyone at risk of drowning. How am I putting everyone at risk? Their life jackets won't work unless you have one on. Does his life jacket work? Yes, very well. Then why would he need me to wear a life jacket when his life jacket already works? We have to protect the protected swimmers from the unprotected swimmers. But aren't they already protected? Yes. Very well protected. So they should be fine. They would be, except they're not very well protected because of you. Look, you gotta put one on or you can't go in. This feels creepy. So, where would I get one? Oh, I'm selling them right here. You're selling life jackets? Yes, of course. So you're demanding that everyone wear a life jacket while you are selling life jackets? Yes, for their protection. And they have to buy the life jacket from you? Indeed. Don't you think that's a conflict of interest? No conflict of interest that I can think of. How much money have you made this year from life jackets? $27 billion. Seems like you're more interested in making money than keeping people safe from the... You're an anti-science, anti-life jacket, climate change denier. With cases of people getting wet going through the roof, I'm going to need you to buy a life jacket from me and put it on, or else you'll never have access to swimming pools, showers, rain, or drinking water ever again. You're treating me like I'm the enemy. If you're concerned with people drowning, shouldn't you be treating water like it's the danger instead of treating me like I'm the danger? Your body's made up of 70% water, so you're basically a ticking time bomb. Put one on. Buddy, you are the last person I'd want to take direction from. You're so pushy, it's creeping me out. You're like the Harvey Weinstein of lifeguards. Thank you. Look, just today, a man up the road died from drowning in a head-on collision car accident because he wasn't wearing his life jacket. Wouldn't he have died from the car accident? A bottle of water was found in the car. Counts as a water death. That doesn't make any sense.
I think that was fucking awesome.
That is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, shit.
You're like Harvey Weinstein. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
So, what else are we going to
Dead
talk
air.
about? Dead air, dead air. Dead air, dead air, dead air.
So, Marcel, any more news?
Marcel's on mute.
I had to mute Marcel because it was echoing. Hi, Marcel.
No, I'm not.
You were. Yes,
You
well,
were.
the video was playing, so I muted
I
him.
wasn't. I muted myself, and then Al muted me,
I had to. It
and
was
then he unmuted me.
driving me nuts.
And now my feeling is hurt,
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelers?
but that's okay. No, I don't. Yeah, I would find it much funnier if it wasn't actually happening.
No,
I mean,
well, that too.
They made it out
I wasn't trying to get
hilariously.
into the big COVID serious talk. I just thought they were great.
Oh, they did an excellent job on it, for sure.
Actually,
Cannabis.
I got another COVID story. Sorry,
Go for it.
Did you see? I don't want to keep talking about it, but this one just kind of grossed me out. You see, they want you to, with the home test now, swab your throat and stick it up your nose.
Huh?
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm not lying. It's apparently more accurate if you swab your throat first, then go swab your nose.
I've seen
Next
articles.
thing they'll be telling you to swab your ass
gross,
first.
does it not?
I've seen
I just-
doctors saying that
my
doesn't
dog
work.
is not going to agree to that test.
Now, I'm pretty sure you could probably do your nasal and then your throat. Probably the same effect.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to try and stick it up my dog's nose.
I'm pretty sure
gonna
we're just
use the
not
inside
going to do
of her
it.
Lips.
Yes, there you go.
Anyway,
I don't think
watched
she'd be very,
the
very
guy do it on
happy.
the news today, and
It's apparently it's a big
just
deal.
grossed me out.
It's
I
a
want to
big deal.
test my dog because since everybody's pretty sure that we've all had it years ago, we're probably pretty immune. But I don't think the dog got it, so I want to check to make sure she's okay.
I'm
Because you
starting.
never know, might have to get her vaccinated
Yeah.
4 or 5 times.
How about 8 times?
Cannabis news.
Cannabis news.
All right, let's go.
Because I read boring stuff that Al said, "Oh, save that for the show." But how about out of Science Advances, in a research article entitled "Cannabidiol inhibits SARS-CoV-2 replication through induction of the host ER stress and innate immune responses." And it's basically yada, 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 yada. CBD inhibits infection of SARS-CoV-2 in cells and mice.
And mice.
So again, they've tested on mice, and they're saying CBD and its metabolite 7-OH-CBD potentially blocks SARS-CoV-2 replication in lung epithelial cells. So there's another argument. Use cannabis.
Yeah, there was a few
And vitamin
articles
D.
about that though that also said that people need to
And
shut up
zinc, of
about
course,
that
yeah.
because it's not true.
Yeah.
You know.
Didn't they find CBG was also effective too in that?
No, they said CBD. It depends on who's doing the study, and you got to keep in mind that they're also doing all of these studies with isolates.
Yeah.
And not whole plant extract. Right, so they're saying, oh, well, CBG does work, CBD does work, THC doesn't work, but not one of them are doing a test with a whole plant extract.
They're just using the isolated compounds.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not the same because there's that synergy or entourage effect.
That stupid thing.
Call bullshit that when they said the THC doesn't work.
Yeah, that's what this study says.
THC does
Yeah,
nothing.
I
Is
thought
that what they're
this-
saying, eh? Huh.
Yeah. So, it, like I say, it depends on who's doing the study and how they're actually doing it and what they're looking for results, because every study can be somewhat manipulated. And I'll give you a good example. There was a study on a drug for multiple sclerosis probably about 10 years ago or whatever. And it was for relapsing or remitting multiple sclerosis, and they said they had documented evidence that it would reduce your relapses by 60%. And they put the study out. But when you read the study and you did the actual math, their success rate was only 8%. But because they had one patient on their study of like 5,000 or 6,000 patients, this one patient had an improvement of 60%. They listed the drug and marketed it as being 60% effective.
Well, right off the get-go, does everyone know the difference between absolute risk and relative risk?
No. Explain it to us, please.
I do go.
No.
Tell them.
Well, So, just think of it this way. If you have one case of one heart attack in every 10 people, or let me say it this way, if you have 2 heart attacks at every 10 people, this is just for easy numbers, and you give them a drug, and they drop down to 1 heart attack every 10 people, what's the percent difference?
Sorry,
It's
Marcel.
a little sexier when you do 1 in 100, but either way, 2 in 100 down to 1 in 100.
Wow.
How would you report that?
It depends on who's reporting it.
50% reduction.
50% reduction.
But really, it's 1 in 100.
Wow.
It's only 10%.
That's the absolute. That's the absolute risk reduction. But when they go on the news, and it's usually relative risk reduction. It's what they promote.
I gotta go and find that.
But that is something that people aren't quite aware of. That it's statistical terms. Now, there's other ways of putting out there, like odds ratios, hazard ratios, numbers needed to treat, meaning you got to treat 100,000 people to prevent one event. Not such a great thing. Maybe treating 100 people and reducing an event, not so bad. But anyway, but there's fuckery all about in all statistics.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's.
Oh, Kelly's looking to.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
To get the link.
Keep talking.
I just sent the link to Al because he'll have to share it on Facebook since it's a Facebook link.
Yeah.
Isn't there a book called Lying with Statistics?
Well,
I'm pretty sure it's like one of Bill Gates' favorite books.
One of the things that always stuck with me years ago when I was on the course was the comment of figures don't lie, but liars figure. And it's actually true. So I read this study, and as soon as I read this study, I realized that that's exactly what this is. Their figures don't lie, but they were lying about the figures in their full context honesty. So it's kind of like there's no talk of any adverse reactions, or very little now. It's even less that they're talking about things like myocarditis. It never stopped. They just stopped talking about it. But everybody else figures since the media doesn't talk about it, then it must be fine. And everybody's fine and nobody's suffering with it anymore. But that's not the case. It's kind of like Delta. As soon as Omicron came out, Delta no longer exists. Because they could focus the news onto something else. Anything to keep you from figuring out what was going on.
And now here in Toronto, they're saying that in the next...
Welcome to the Conspiracy Hour.
Yeah, in the next weeks to come, they're talking about...
But even that THC and
stuff.
CBD, even in 2020, Marcel, they were all trying to make claims about cannabis and COVID then.
Oh, yeah. But also right away in 2020, when all this started coming out, there was doctors coming out saying that cannabis would be bad for people with COVID.
Yes.
Would be, or would
I remember that, yeah.
It would be bad. Because you're talking about a viral lung infection, and you're going to add smoke into your lungs, right? It's just you're talking to in which
like the ventilator did so fucking good.
Oh yeah. Here's the other one. How about the people that were killed by the ventilator causing heart attacks, but their deaths are listed as COVID? But they didn't die from COVID. They died having that ventilator tube into them. Because that's very common to go in and hit the heart. To give yourself a heart attack. Shake it up. Other cannabis. So, there, cannabis and CBD. let's talk about this guy. This guy's kind of cool. I like this guy. He's kind of a new hero of mine. Actually, let me see if I can get the ad to play. Al, I'll get you ready to share me a screen here in a minute.
Squeebly-dee-dee.
I forgot my phone was still on ringing. Jeepers.
Yeah, mine too.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry. Yeah, apologies.
That's annoying.
Okay, I need to go to here. Stop sharing. Share.
Can you hear my dog snoring? Jesus.
What's Dale going? Did you guys see the photos supposedly of Tweed's flower room on the wall?
I heard something about it, but I didn't see the photos.
Yeah, I seen them. They were pretty interesting.
All right.
You got to click on it to see all of them.
Go ahead and add me to the stream.
I did.
All right. And let's listen to Gary Chambers.
Every 37 seconds, someone is arrested for possession of marijuana. Since
this
2010,
guy.
state
Yes,
and
I
local
saw
police
this.
have arrested
Where are
an
we here?
estimated 7.3 million Americans for violating
Yeah, he's running for office.
over half of all drug arrests. Black people are 4 times more likely to be arrested for marijuana laws than white people. States waste $3.7 billion enforcing marijuana laws every year. Most of the people police are arresting aren't dealers, but rather people with small amounts of pot, just like me. I'm Gary Chambers, and I'm running for the U.S. Senate, and I approve this message.
Yeah, it's causing a bit of the whole fact
Yep,
that
my
he's
vote.
sitting there smoking a blunt is causing a little bit of a poo-poo.
Oh, yeah.
I can see him as president. I'm president.
I'm president.
With a big blunt in his mouth.
Jeez.
Chill out there, fucking Vladimir Putin. Don't worry about Ukraine.
You're jumping all over the place today there, Sarcy.
Yeah, I might take off a little early here, so I might get into my grow segment here in a few minutes.
No, you won't. We're not done. So, yeah, as for the senator or the guy that wants to run, yeah, all the power to him, man.
Got my vote.
As we know, what's his name there? The Senator Dalen Leach has been on the show a couple of times now, and he's pretty outspoken, and he'll stand up there on the podium and talk about weed, but I don't know if he's lit one up. I mean, it's the whole blunt thing.
Oh, he hasn't lit one. This guy's definitely the first that's lit her up.
Yeah. Well, MJ Weedman lit up a doobie in Congress, I think, many years ago. Or in the courtroom. Was it the courtroom or Congress? I can't remember. It was one of them. Somebody will tell me, I'm sure.
Willie Nelson actually did smoke a joint in the White House.
He smoked a joint on the roof of the White House.
And actually, the aide smoked it with him. No, it was his son. It was the president's son. That's who it was.
Which son? Which president?
Yeah. I think it was Jimmy Carter, was it? I just seen it on TV the other night. They were talking about secrets, American secrets, and he come on and he said it's actually true. It was his son that was the one that smoked the joint with him.
I heard the story about smoking in the White House, and he asked where he could smoke when they took him up to the roof or something like that. That was the only place that he could go.
To the roof.
To the roof. To the roof with you. Yep. Let's see what Darcy is.
Let's talk about Hexo.
Yes, you called that a couple of weeks ago there, Marcel.
But,
what?
Hey, there's this new CEO figures he may have come up with a plan to keep them from going under completely.
Really?
It figures they can now achieve positive earnings in the current quarter. Because they wrote off a lot of stuff. It looks like. So they're. In all honesty, they should look at if they can't fix the problems they have. I mean, to keep them going, all of their employees took a 50% pay cut.
Oh no, I think that's when they started up, isn't it?
Yeah, when they first started, and they've been struggling ever since. So now they're showing positive, but it's only because of acquisitions of other companies and closing out obsolete facilities. But now they've come up with a new plan that they figured that they can be profitable within the first quarter. So, I mean, all the power to them. I hope so, but maybe they should look at partnering up with somebody with more money, or maybe reduce the size of what they're trying to achieve. Publicly trading the companies is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, you think? It's what we're on 2.5 years now.
Yeah,
2.5 years into this, and now the honeymoon is over, as they say, and you're seeing a lot of bigger companies go under because they're not paying attention, and the smaller companies are starting to flourish, which is kind of cool. Like you guys are doing pretty good, aren't you, Len? Are you guys surviving?
Oh, yeah, but everybody's like, there's not a whole lot of people making money.
You know, when I
too much.
Yeah,
it's just you don't have to be an economist to figure out law of supply and demand.
When I was talking,
like pizza shops.
Well, it's like the pot shops too. When I was talking to Jack about opening up a store, he said, "Not in the city. Go out to a small town somewhere in the middle of fucking nowhere." And you're not. He told me flat out, unless you have multiple stores, you're not going to make your $1 million.
No.
Right.
No.
No, not a chance.
So
it's the same as a pizzeria. If you wanted to open up a pizzeria, don't go into a fucking city with 250 pizzerias.
Well, but then you can look at it this way too. McDonald's and Burger King have done just that through their whole careers, and they open up beside each other, and Wendy's, and they create a smell block, right?
Yeah, that has a lot more to do with the zoning for the towns, not the decision of the tenants.
You look at Campbellford, Ontario. They've got, I think, 3 legal shops going into a very small town over the next few months. I don't think they're open yet, and it's turning some heads. In a small town. Look at what Kelly's Green Lounge is doing. She's in a small town in Orono, Ontario, and they're just letting her do her thing. Which is kind of cool.
We don't have that with pawn shops here, but even in the town that I'm in, what they're doing is they're slowly moving businesses into different areas. So, for example, all of our drive-through fast food locations are all on one strip, right? So you can get your Wendy's, your McDonald's, and all of that. And they're all in the same general area. They're now moving all the car dealerships out into its own area.
Doesn't Mary Jane look sad?
She does. She looks like somebody kicked her puppy.
I know. I'm sorry. What happened, sweetie?
Did someone kick your puppy?
I think she's frozen.
And
I don't think she's alive there.
And she's muted.
I think she's... Anyways, go on, Marcel.
So, yes. Hopefully Hexo can pull some magic out of a hat and stay in business a little longer.
I've had a strain. But come on now.
But it's not fuck Hexo. I think of all of the employees that would be losing their jobs.
I've tried some of their stuff, and it's not that bad.
No, it's not that it's that bad, but they were the assholes. Like, we're going to go out and sell $1.99 weed.
I know. They were the ones.
Well, yeah.
And now look at Canna Cabana's doing it. Right?
No, but what it was, there's like, our whole thing is we're gonna sell super cheap weed and put you guys all under, and all they did was put themselves under and made everyone else lose money too.
I have my first bad review of legal weed. I got this here. Where are we here? Where's my camera? Okay. And it's
back 40.
Yeah, and it's FPOG, Fruity Pebbles ripoff, right? And the strain itself was really good, but dry as fuck. Dry as fuck.
No.
Yeah.
Is it outdoor or
maybe.
outdoor?
I don't know. I don't know. I just saw it, and it's really this strain. FPOG is really good for ADHD and anxieties and stuff like that. So I wanted to try it, but it was hard as fuck. So I got some Original Stash, the hybrid. It's consistently not dry as fuck. This is drier than usual, but that's my only complaint about legal weed so far. Is 99% dry as fuck.
It depends what they package with.
I know.
Maybe they should use nitrogen.
Package Pavitas.
Have you had any complaints about being too dry, Len? Because you're using nitrogen.
Not often. I've had complaints we're too moist.
Is everything in nitro tins? Everything?
The only thing not is a 28-gram bag that we saw medically, but that's got a Pavita pack.
Okay. Yeah, and I've been trying different ones of those fucking packs, and I can't find that works. So now I got to find some Bavita packs, I guess.
I'm going to Dale's Wall.
Dale's Wall?
Yeah.
Oh, why? Does he have a song on his wall?
No, Dale's bragging about pictures on his wall of Tweeds growing.
Oh, okay. What were you going to say, Len?
But the drying could be, there's different reasons why some are dry. Some like to dry it really bad just because it reduces the chance of microbes. Some maybe irradiating that dries it up more.
Does it? I was going to ask that. Does the irradiation, does it dry it out?
The gamma one seems to, yeah.
So let me ask you a question, and this is why I like having you guys on the show. From the day you bag it to the day it hits the store, what's the time limit there? Like, how long is it? Because the longer that it's sitting dry in a bag, the drier it gets, right? These bags aren't that great. They're great.
When was yours packaged?
Mylar bags you're talking about?
Yeah, when from packaging to sale, what's the time there? Time frame?
Well, geez, they can be 9 months to a year for some products.
Really?
Al, what does yours say?
No, but you'll see it on the shelf. It can be like that.
It doesn't say packaging. It says total THC and
there
total
should be
CBD.
a packed on date. You just can't find it.
Somewhere on
Oh
there.
yes, here it is.
Like
October 22nd, 2001.
So there you go.
2021.
Yeah.
Maybe why it's dry. Maybe it wasn't that bad, but it's in a bag for that long.
So let's see this one here. I really don't like the packaging though. I like funky packaging.
There's a little trick to bump their THC after they dry it out.
Here we are. Here. This,
pictures.
Okay, Original Stash is Hexo, by the way. I didn't realize that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Original Stash is Hexo. They're ready
August.
can.
This here is Original Stash Hybrid, and it was packaged on August 12th of last year.
And you say it's not as dry as the other stuff.
No, it's really okay. I don't even need a grinder, but I can just do it with my fingers, but it comes out really nice, right? Like it's not hard like you're pressing a fucking hard candy hard. It just kind of just breaks up nicely. It's fluffy. Fluffy. There you go. Fluffy. Who's clicking?
Me, I was typing.
Yeah, so what are you guys smoking there? Whoever's
James,
listening, if you want to let us know what you're smoking, we can bug you about that. Let's see what Darcy's doing.
What Sarcy's doing?
Still trimming. Still trimming. I hate trimming.
Me too.
This is why we hire people to do this.
This is why I just might get a trimming machine next year.
Yeah, well,
shout out to the Trim Reapers and Pete.
Yeah,
in the game.
Really.
I just saw something that was posted about them. I can't remember what it was.
I think Pete's getting a little bit more active in social media and shit.
Maybe he just showed up.
He just got his Instagram account up and running. I know that.
So, Darcy, you're breaking up a lot. Do you want to? I think his wife is secretly in the other room playing on 3 different computers. Drown him out so that he'll leave. But if you want to do your grow segment, you can, buddy, because we're only 15 minutes into this. So just let me do this here.
This is how we grow the weed.
All right, buddy, you go right
And
ahead.
this is how we trim the weed too. No, tonight I was just gonna kind of blab on about a few things. One thing is choosing the right strains for your growing environment so they don't get too big.
Yeah, who did this? Darcy?
A friend of mine.
That's probably me.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't going to reveal you, Dale.
You just
all good.
outed yourself, dude.
I had to go long, though, because I had to wait for those spider mites to be gone before I flowered.
Did you
That's
do
the
any
only
video
reason.
of that?
So you tried to grow a 10-foot plant in a 6-foot tent?
No, I had to veg longer because I had to get rid of my spider mites. So I had to keep vegging.
But he also was growing. Is it lemon haze, Dale?
Yeah, I got some super lemon haze growing.
Super
There's
lemon.
a stretchy plant.
Oh my God, is it ever?
Super stretchy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, like 5 times the stretch in flower.
Oh man, it's crazy.
I had some of that, and I wish I had more.
Ice. I got some dry ice in there that, buddy, I'm telling you, they're stretching like crazy in there now. I only flowered them out when they were like 10 inches tall. They were bushy plants, but I flowered them out when they were 10 inches tall, and now they're just like, wow. My tent is full. I wanted my tent. What do?
I say they grew a lot since that first time I saw them.
Yeah, I know. They're sticking right off. But the thing with that strain is just once you dial it in, I know how the 10 feeds. Now I just got to figure out how the number 5 feeds. But the number 10 feeds, I find it kind of likes to feed heavy for the first couple weeks, and then I kind of slack off a little bit, and I have no issues with it. And you can get nice, big, fat, hard buds out of it. Yeah. With that one I do. But so choosing the right grow environment is always a strain for the right grow environment is always a good thing. So I find for tents, I like if you're looking at sativas, kind of go for them sativa leaning hybrids.
Hybrids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
the
hybrids.
A landrace Durban poison in a tent.
Yeah,
you'd be cutting it back every 2 days.
Well, see, you could grow a Bruce Banner in a tent, which is like 60% sativa, right? So
That's what I got. I actually been thinking about flowering it out and never growing it again because the buds are not like, they're very fluffy and they're airy. They're not like the.
But that's sativa.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't want to waste the space in my garden. I'll grow the blueberry headband.
Right. So
I'm gonna have to.
No, that's a big thing. People have to realize that if you want those fat, tight, hard nugs, then grow an indica.
You're gonna chase them indica or indica leaning.
That's right.
Yeah, and it takes too long to grow the fucking sativas.
Right. So, and this is what always got me, because even as a kid, there was no real difference between sativa and indica. The prices, like on the street, the prices were always pretty much the same. Yeah, every once in a while something really good would come in, but it could be a sativa or an indica, and it would command a higher price. But as I started to learn, the first thing I realized is that people are nuts. If you're on out and you're buying cannabis and you want good cannabis and you want that nice clean head high, then you want to go for sativa. If it's going to be the same price as indica, grab the sativa. And the reason being it takes longer and you get, in most cases, less weight for sativa than you do for indica. Sativas theoretically should be more expensive to buy on any level. big difference between flowering a plant for 7 weeks and flowering a plant for 14.
Oh, that's an extra fucking power bill on top of itself right there.
Right. But
watch out, gut people. What people are calling sativas aren't really always sativas.
Right.
No, this is it too.
There's a lot of bullshit out there. What's being called sativas?
Well,
they're all hybrids.
Look what we have for strains now. There's probably 30, 40,000 different strain names out there because every yard bird out there that pollinates a plant names their strain.
Yep, they do.
Thousands and thousands of strains, and a lot of them are pretty much duplicates because somebody else has already done it, but they named it themselves.
Okay, I got a.
Well, you got a lot.
I got a picture of Dale's plant here.
No, I got it up on. That's my background.
Oh, okay. This is Dale's.
Highlight me, and.
Can you see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Now.
No, I can't see it. All I see is Darcy.
Oh well, that's what because I have Darcy selected on the thing. Okay, we'll try it again. Okay, there we go, and then we're gonna go there. And we're still learning, guys. So bear with us.
My background is the picture that was on that Dale shared.
Oh, okay. So I won't bother then. So we'll do you then. Here, where's Marcel? There's Marcel. There we go. That's Dale.
So it's supposedly, according to Twitter, this was taken inside of Tweed's facility.
Taken part. You broke up, Marcel. Taken what?
The photo was supposedly taken inside Tweed's facility, one of Tweed's grow facilities.
Oh, okay.
I was showing
the employee working there was wearing a respirator though.
And what I was showing was the picture of Dale's plants that he sent me.
Oh,
you distracted me with
was,
plants, dude.
This was the powdery mildew plant.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, it's great to take a picture and send it out, but I don't think there's an experienced grower out there yet that hasn't had one of those issues. And on a bigger scale, it just looks way worse because it is on a bigger scale.
What sucks is when you're that guy that got to go in and clean up that mess from somebody else.
Right. Or, well, it sucks even to go in and have to clean your own mess up.
Well, yes, it does, yes.
Right. So, if you can do enough preventative maintenance to never let it get as bad as that, because that's an issue.
So is that pretty much done, or can you wash that? Bad. Can you wash that?
No,
I would trash that crop. In all honesty, I would turf that entire crop. I wouldn't even use it for extract.
Hey, just send it to EB, Marcel.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't even use it for extract.
So
what, like the whole room?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, if it's infected,
so is this like when bread goes moldy, like one piece, you got to throw out the whole loaf?
No, you don't have to throw out the whole loaf. You can
Yeah,
throw
you'll
out one piece.
You'll see it.
If you only had one, if you only have one plant in your room that was infected, throw that one plant. But that room with that much infection on that plant, you can guarantee that all the plants are infected.
Well, the spores, MJ, they're so small.
And that could be a room with 3,000 plants.
That's what I mean. What if that's just a corner?
If you can control it and it's not on the other plants, then yeah, get rid of it.
And just so you know, Marcel, bread doesn't work that way. It's only it's only food like cheese where the air doesn't flow through it. But bread, because the air flows through the bread, you should throw away the whole loaf. So that's why I asked.
The spores go through the bag pretty quick.
Yeah, the spore goes through the whole loaf of bread because it's the airflow, just like that room.
But the mold that grows on bread is penicillin.
And that's one of the reasons why people back in the day, in the 50s and 60s, used bread boxes. Because the air flows through it, so you don't get the mold. There's no airflow in a bag of bread, right?
Unless you buy expensive bread, which has holes in the bag,
or you buy
like a superstore.
Yeah, or a nice Jewish rye bread that is got no preservatives may last you only 2 days, whereas something from the grocery store, from the bakery, you got no preservatives usually, right?
Well, it's like milk. You get milk, and it's got a best before date that's usually like a month away. Cow's milk out of a cow won't last you anywhere more than 3 or 4 days.
I'm finding meat goes bad really quickly now. It just seems like you buy it 2 days later, it's done. If you don't eat it day of buying it, don't bother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not if you get one of those good food boxes. They send you the chicken and everything, and they tell you to keep it in the
food
fridge.
Boxes. Hello, I go to Metro. I need to change stores is what I need to do.
Well, Metro's a pretty good store. You figure their shit wouldn't be going rotten on you.
I
It's not Walmart.
I bought a pound of a bag of a box of hamburger there, or whatever you want to call it, a pack of hamburger, and put it in my fridge to make for the next day. And by the time I went to use it, it was already done. So
now, what are you calling done, Al? Like
gross
discoloring or smell?
Smell everything. Yeah, slime.
Yeah, because most people buy hamburger at the grocery store, take it home, put it in the fridge, and the next day it'll have that kind of a grayish color.
Yeah, no. It's far.
Throw it out.
Before that, yeah.
I keep telling them, no, you're crazy, because all that is that just the dye ran out of it.
Well, I know that my buddy was a butcher way back when, and he used to tell me because he would always put dark steak on the barbecue, like brown steak, not red, and because it's aged.
Yep.
It's the only difference. The air ages it really well. Apparently, I don't know.
Marcel eats dry aged steak.
Yeah.
Do you?
Sure do.
Is it
what's
the difference?
I like between 45 to 60 days. Anything over 60 days, it's a little too funky for me. But because 120-day-old dry aged steak, that's pretty funky.
I just want to carve it off the fucking cow and put it on the barbecue.
Fresh is good too, but dry aged it creates a different flavor.
I've never had it.
It's a more enhanced flavor.
So we've gone from gross stuff to weed or to meat.
To meat.
Meat.
Yeah.
So are you done? Are you
actually,
done?
I'm looking at something on Instagram.
Okay.
Which is going to tie into something like high THC versus terpene article, but
okay.
What I'm looking at is I'm kind of laughing my fucking ass off. I won't say the brand of it, but it's a rosin infused joint in Ontario that just launched, and I'm kind of laughing at it because it's 28.7% THC.
You got a picture you can pull up of it or something?
I don't want to put the brand now because I don't want to shit on the.
Did you just say that was?
It has
rosin? Did you say that was rosin?
And it's only 28% THC.
Kind of what I was getting at. So they must have
what?
put the absolute shittiest fucking trim in that joint. And put a little bit of kefir rosin in it.
Even the rosin at 20, even if it was shitty fucking shit, 20% rosin.
I'm just saying
it's
saying 28.7%, 1.2 milligrams CBD. Anyway, I'm not going
to. And that's in your rosin.
They're saying there's rosin in the joint. Maybe I have no idea.
Maybe that's just a way to boost your joints up to 28%.
No, I am aware that there's this big thing of infused joints coming out, but it's.
I thought that wasn't allowed.
No, they are. You just have to be under 1,000 milligrams in the package, total THC. No, they're starting to hit Ontario, but. It's kind of I've been waiting to see them come, and that was the first one I saw. That's why I brought it up because I figure all they're going to do is put in their fucking trim, throw in a little bit of kefir rosin, and bump it up, and
just to boost the THC.
Yeah,
which is really kind of stupid because that's a nice segue into this argument or this article that I've been reading, and it's to stop caring so much about THC content in your weed.
Yeah, I just saw that earlier. Yep.
I like that one.
So,
hey, go ahead.
We've been saying this for years and years and years and years, that the high THCs are, I don't know, they're good for marketing, but I see people that say they get higher off of lower THC
Well,
than they do off of the high one.
I kind of laugh at it all, but and Turo's known for high THC, which is fine. In the end, I don't care what the only reason high THC is popular is because no one can look in the bud when they go into a legal store. So it's usually
they allowed me to squish it when I was in there. I said, "Can I have the pack? I just want to squish it."
Yeah, but in the end, that's the reason a lot of them go for it. It's just okay, they just whatever. And usually the higher THC products are kind of newer genetics that have been whatever. Like they tend to be new. It's all the breeding, right? But in the end, get a joint that makes you feel good, tastes good, whatever. Like value, the price that you like. That's all that matters. You can get just as high off 18% stuff.
You sure can.
Yep.
But in the end, you got to be happy with the product you're smoking.
What I'm looking at when I'm looking at strains, I'm looking at somewhere either just below or just above 20, and 0.5, maybe 1% of the CBD. When I'm looking at it, anyways.
I just like trying it all. To be honest, when you find something you like, stay with it.
You know, I've stopped putting in my pictures. I've stopped putting what the values are because everybody's got something shitty to say about. You know, I had some. It was like 18.5, and it was a really nice buzz, right? And
So here, let me read you this. Roy Liskey, an owner of Local Roots Cannabis Company in Lansingburg, said he constantly tries to steer his customers away toward finding a dominant terpene in any given strain that works for them. Still, a lot of his customers tend to avoid strains that test below 20%, and they're missing out.
I'd say.
Because some of those 16 to 18% THC have such high terpene contents that you get a much better high and usually much better tasting weed.
I've had
24%. But there's also 18% that are just shitty, like terpenes too. Terpenes isn't like,
but you can get 32%. You can get 32% that's shitty.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like just me, it's about the flavor and the feel.
Exactly.
Because you know what, like
to me, it's the smell. Because if I don't like the smell, I'm not going to like the taste, and I'm probably not even going to smoke.
But
we had Cheryl Rose on.
The terpene's about to be the new THC. Like everyone's okay. It's all about the terpenes, right? But really, 3% terpenes versus 6% terpenes. Is it going to make a difference?
Depends on the terpenes.
It's going to be the same as THC.
This OS hybrid is 18.23 and 0.10 CBD. Darcy, you're driving me cuckoo, buddy.
Yeah. No, a few years ago we had Cheryl Rose and her daughter Haley on with the show with us.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that Cheryl had brought up. What they found best for her was for her to go to the dispensary and smell the strains. And her brain would tell her which strain would actually be best for her. And they started doing that, and they had tremendous improvement over how she was coping. So there's a lot to do with the terpenes.
I'm.
Oh no, terpene. Yeah, no, exactly.
Your blood. Yeah, your nose will tell you what you
but
should
you're still gonna smoke that joint that you rolled that has no real great taste, and it gets you in the back end. You're still gonna smoke it. So.
No. But really, you just want something that's you're gonna enjoy. You want to enjoy it, and you want to enjoy the feel of it.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, you're using it
that's all
for a reason, right?
Yeah.
So.
Like I don't go look at what actually is all wine the same percent alcohol. I never really know. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it fluctuates a little bit.
Yeah, but even alcohol,
like
I
beer.
never went. Well, I never when I was drinking beer, I didn't. Oh, I got to get that 7% fucking beer.
Well, we did that when we were kids, when we were drinking
We were
Brador
stupid.
because it was the highest alcohol content that we could get at the beer store back in the whenever it was, right? So, yeah.
Yeah. No. If I want high alcohol content, I'd skip the beer and go for the hard stuff.
No, but I would buy beer based on the taste or the taste basically. That's it wasn't the percent alcohol or whatever like that.
The taste doesn't with beer. I like a Molson Canadian. Period. I mean, I've tried other beers, obviously, but as far as alcohol goes, the taste thing is a Ryan Coke for me. Yeah, I love the taste of a Ryan Coke. Actual Ryan, actual Coke. I mean Coca-Cola without the Coca. Well, you can have the Coca if you like. Yep.
Hey, Marcel.
Yes, sir.
You would like this blackberry hammer for making extracts.
Oh, would I?
Holy snagglepuss. Watch this. I'll just push a little bit of the weed out of the way. Can you see that, Crystal?
Gotta make it bigger. Oh, yeah. That looks nice.
Holy fuck, man. It's just loaded.
I have a question. When making an alcohol extract, could you use a different kind, like a brandy or a whiskey or something? I know that vodka would work, obviously.
You can use any alcohol you want, but the lower the percentage of alcohol, the longer it's really going to take.
Okay, so yeah, because when
So
you
if you're
got a really
using pure
high
alcohol,
yeah, you dip it.
like we're talking grain alcohol. No, you still got to soak it for a bit in grain alcohol.
Oh, okay.
If you're using isopropyl alcohol and extracting it right down to pure oil, then yeah, you can pretty much get away with dipping. But for grain alcohol, it takes a little longer to dissolve the cannabinoids, mix them in, and it takes it. So basically, people make Green Dragon, which was originally done with grain alcohol and pot put in a closet and soaked. But people will do it with rum, like 151 proof rum, vodkas, things like that. And it's literally you're making a tincture, an alcohol tincture. So you put the plant in and let it sit there and soak. Flip the jar every once in a while. Keep it in a dark spot in the cupboard. And do that for about a month or two. And then filter the plant material out. And what you have left is a green tasting cannabis filled alcohol.
Way back when we did that, I think you were around, we took a bottle of Smirnoff and jammed as much weed as we could in the bottle, bud, and then filled it back up with the alcohol and put it in the fridge for 6 months and had it on New Year's Eve or something like that. It was fucking awesome.
Now Kelly says Everclear, and Kelly, yes, Everclear for sure, because if you can get your hands on Everclear, you're getting almost pure alcohol. Everclear is not available everywhere.
No.
Either in the U.S., I don't know if it's available everywhere or not. In Canada, I know it's not.
In Quebec, you have to go to Quebec.
You can get it in Quebec, and you can get it in, I think, Alberta. And then I think that's the only places that...
Or you could be like Smokey and the Bandit and try and bring it home from Montreal or something.
Alcool was another one out of Quebec.
Makes great grape killer Kool-Aid. Yeah, killer Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Yeah, grape. What is it? Grape Kool-Aid and alcohol. Oh fuck.
But yeah, if you can get those grain alcohols, then they'd work perfect for making your Green Dragon or your tincture.
What about a moonshine?
You have to remember you get that green flavor from all that chlorophyll because it's sat there and soaked for a few months.
But does it absorb the flavors of the Scotch or whatever if you use those kind of alcohols? If you can get a high proof.
Yeah, well, those alcohol flavors are still going to be in there, but they're going to be mixed with that chlorophyll.
Okay.
Okay. So one thing you could do is remove a lot of that chlorophyll flavor by taking your tincture after it's all done and pouring it through a Brita water filter. Right.
Really?
So, sure, it's a charcoal filter. I'm going to share you a trade secret. It's a charcoal filter. All you do is you run through your pure alcohol first, just to clean out the carbon, clean out the container. Then you put your alcohol in it. When it comes out, the chlorophyll, most of the chlorophyll is going to be removed, and it'll improve your flavor. You'll lose some of the terpenes, but not all of them. But hopefully you'll lose all of the chlorophyll. You may lose some of the flavor if you're using rum or whiskeys, things like that.
Wow.
But remember, it's got to still sit in that shelf for, a couple months. So the less alcohol you have, the longer it's got to sit.
Right. But, some people say when you're making oil, you dip it.
Yeah.
And even with high proof, dip it. But some people leave it for 24 hours.
I know some people that leave it for a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
I have no idea why.
The simplest way to do it is fill up a mason jar and then dump some alcohol in it and stick it in the shelf for 6 months or whatever.
Right.
But and then boil it down. Right.
Right.
That's the simplest
way. But in
way
Canada, the way the Cannabis Act is written, that's all illegal.
Yeah, we're not allowed to do that.
I was just wondering about that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because remember when they first come out with the act and they said you couldn't use any organic solvents?
Yes.
Well, that also meant butter, because butter would be act as an organic solvent.
Really?
So, yeah. So they come back and they said, any organic
flammable
solvents that are flammable or explosive.
Yeah.
Which are basically all of your alcohols and your esters and things like that.
But is there a list?
There's a what?
Is there an actual list?
No.
Of solvents that are approved and are not approved?
No. Basically flammable and not
flammable and non-flammable.
So they make it up as they go, basically.
No.
Yeah. So basically,
it really catch fire or not?
Yeah.
You can,
but hold on. But butter can catch fire.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Only
if
you expose butter to an open flame and high heat, and a material to burn, a wick for it.
Yeah, it's not going to explode.
Because you take a block of butter and you light it on fire and show me how it burns.
You said a wick, and I'm like, butter candles.
Yeah.
The smell. Yeah.
But put it this way: you can throw butter in the frying pan. You can't throw probably Everclear in the fire pan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just I think that's a good test. Would you throw it in the frying pan?
So legally, what you're allowed to do is you can extract with things like olive oil, grapeseed oil, things like that. You can extract with water to do ice hash or CO2 extractions. Or you can dry set.
CO2 extractions are very expensive to do. There's a lot of fucking expensive equipment you have to buy.
There is very much.
Isn't CO2 explosive?
No, it's not flammable.
But
it's only explosive because it's only explosive because it's under high pressure.
Yeah.
Oh dear God. Okay, so that's where I feel like maybe the lines might be a little skewed.
Well, that's what I'm getting at, Mary Jane. I mean,
it's still dangerous. Like it should be. Let's remove the danger from it.
Exactly.
Right.
But it just seems like, then somebody comes up with another extraction member. Oh no, you can't do that.
But most people aren't going to shell out $5,000 to $10,000 for a CO2 extraction system.
And that's what I was just going to
Fair
ask.
enough.
I was going to say that's really expensive, materials.
Right,
so,
because you're dealing with high pressure, so you have to have certified equipment. You just can't. This isn't something. If somebody does this in their backyard,
Yeah,
they're kind of going to get what they deserve. It's like doing honey oil extraction with butane in an apartment.
In a pressure cooker. That's
Right,
a lot of people are adapting pressure cookers into some kind of a still, which is
that's been done for years. But with a still, it's not really a closed loop system, so the pressure doesn't get as high unless you have the valve closed. Once you open the valve, then the pressure is released.
I use my Instant Pot a lot, and that scares the fuck out of me.
I don't have one, so I don't know how they work.
Well, it's a pressure
I've seen
cooker.
them, and I've
It's an
seen them
electric
catch on
pressure
fire.
cooker. It's an electric pressure cooker, but it's a convection system. So you're not. There's no hot ambers or what do you call it? A hot coil. Right?
Oh, so kind of like an air fryer.
Hot coil.
No, I don't know how it works. The pot sits on a probe that sticks out of the bottom, and it so it's convection or whatever. No, I don't know what they call it.
Or is it induction?
Induction. Thank you.
Okay, so it's magnetic.
Yes.
Yeah. I have an induction hot plate that I use all the time, and they're awesome. But you've got to be careful.
Yeah.
Especially if you're playing with this, because that heat can be so quick and so fast. So somebody that's using that type of heating source for cooking down their oil can actually end up creating varnish on the bottom of their pot almost instantly.
I have seen the varnish effect on my magical butter machine.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a normal process of any oil. Once you heat oil up, it starts to create varnish.
Yeah, and it's usually on the bottom.
Yeah, well, it happens wherever the highest heat source is. Yeah. So if you had a heat probe sticking in there, that would be covered first. So I like on a deep fat fryer, a countertop deep fat fryer for your French fries, the varnish starts to form on that heating element.
I was going to say that was kind of offensive the way you said it at first.
What?
Must be an East Coast thing.
Deep fat fryer?
Deep fat
fryer. A fat fryer.
Say that 3 times really
we
fast.
We just call them deep fryers.
Deep fryers? Yeah, okay. Yeah,
we don't like the word fat.
No.
You don't like the word fat in Ontario?
No.
How about a chubby fryer?
A chunky monkey fryer.
Marcel, you got a song you wanted to play.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so while you're loading that, I'm going to do...
It's not me again, is it?
I'm going to do
I
this.
haven't even
Okay.
sung.
Shh.
Lots of deaths this week.
Go.
Hey, Mary Jane Baker. No, I'm Mary Jane Baker. Wait, can we do that again?
Mary Jane Baker, take 27.
Hey, I'm Mary Jane Baker, and you're listening to 420radio.ca.
You're listening to 420radio.ca, Canadian Cannabis Radio.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more. We've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
So what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? Why not?
Trying to get on this lifestyle radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.